So we've published the second and third activity for Unit 1, which are all due this week. Activity 2 is pretty straightforward and simple. Not a whole lot of work on your part. Just basically an introduction to yourself on the discussion area. Post a picture that shows your connection to the environment as you see it, and then just some questions to think about as you're posting a little bit about yourself. What do you know about the place you live, and so on. You can just read through these. If you wish to reply to any of your classmates' postings, that would be great. The third activity introduces the four spheres, the Earth spheres, lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere, and just gives you a brief explanation about a little bit about all of those different spheres, and they give you some additional information if you choose to read it over. I would highly encourage you to do that. Make sure you have a firm grasp and understanding of these concepts. How do they overlap? How do they interact? So how do these four spheres interact? And you're going to provide an example of that. That's part of your assignment. So post a picture that shows the interaction of two or more spheres. Now, you're not just going to post a picture, but you're going to have to describe a little bit about the interaction that's taking place there. To do that, you're going to create a graphic organizer. I just showed an example of one here. You can, if you can do a better one, that's great. But the example I use is the hydrosphere and the biosphere, and you would give a brief explanation of what the hydrosphere is, maybe what it's about in that picture, what's the example in that picture. The biosphere, what is the biosphere? What's the example in the picture that you just gave? And then in the middle here I've got what's the interaction that's taking place? How are these two spheres interacting? What are the effects of that? Okay, so your picture and your description of what's going on with those spheres is all to be posted in the Dropbox. So the second activity involves a discussion. The third activity involves posting to the Dropbox itself. Okay, if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me.